Well, let's stay on the ceasefire talks and speak now to Nizar Farsakh, who's a lecturer of international affairs at George Washington University. He joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Welcome to the News Hour. So I'm just also reading that President Biden has just spoken with Prime Minister Netanyahu to discuss the ceasefire and also the hostage release deal. That's according to the White House. Nizar, what do you make of Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to the region and the fact that he's back there now with no breakthrough? Of course, this is his 9th trip to the region. Was it a wasted trip, would you say?
I don't know if it's wasted. It's always, with every negotiation, you get a bit closer and you, from one side, you get the parties understanding both the possibility of a deal and what they can get from it, and what the alternative would be and how bad it would be. But also they tend to understand better the details of each side's position, and therefore they might be willing to compromise or even come up with creative ideas. The challenge, I think, is that the Israeli Prime Minister is not being clear or front as far as his red lines. The fact that the Israeli Prime Minister wants the Israeli military to stay in the Philadelphia corridor, despite the fact that the Israeli military itself said that it doesn't need to physically be there, so long as it has its own some sort of guarantees, as well as the Prime Minister Netanyahu's insistence on continuing the war after the hostage release. Again, the Israeli military also said that they also do not need to continue the war so long as they go in whenever necessary, kind of like the way it was with South Lebanon when the Israelis occupied South Lebanon.
So do you feel, Nizar, given this and given what the Israeli military is saying when he contradicts the Prime Minister, that we are getting closer?
I do think so. I mean, of course, it's very frustrating. Every 7 minutes, a Palestinian dies or gets killed. But also the pressure increases. I think the Americans will put even more pressure the closer they are to the elections, because there is a very big faction of American voters that continue to withhold their commitment to the Democratic Party unless there is a ceasefire. So even at the level of maybe getting a 6-week ceasefire, at least they might be able to push for that within the coming few weeks.
Nizar, thank you very much indeed. Nizar Farsakh, I appreciate it. Thank you.